Welcome back everyone. In the last session we have seen how to solve exercise 3.3 question number 1. These bits we saw how to solve them by substitution method. Now in today's session we are going to see question number 2, question number 3, first and second bit, which are simple word problems where we have to frame a pair of linear equations and find their solutions. So let's begin with question number 2. The question number 2 says solve these two equations and hence find the value of m for which y is equals to mx plus 3. So very simple, we have to solve these equations by substitution method. So two equations are here now with you. I'll number them as equation 1 and 2. So we'll solve by the substitution method. So following the same procedure, we'll take equation number 1. You can take any equation I said you. We'll solve these two equations, find x and y value. So from equation number 1, I'll find the value of x. It will be 11 minus 3y by 2. Put this value in equation number 2. Okay, because we are taking from 1, we should put the value in equation number 2. That is the main important point in substitution method. Substituting this x value in 2, I'll get what is our equation number 2. I have written here 2x minus 4y equals to 20 minus 24. Substituting the value of x is 11 minus 3y by 2. Okay, so I am putting this value in place of x 2 into 11 minus 3y by 2, then minus 4y as it is and minus 24 is as it is. So only x is replaced with 11 minus 3y by 2. Now I can eliminate this 2 and this 2. 2 ones are 2 1, so remains 11 minus 3y minus 4y equals minus 24. Then minus 3 minus 4 is minus 7. Then minus 7y equals minus 24 minus 11. This 11 goes to the right, it becomes minus 11 and that will become minus 35. So if I find the y value 35 by 7, it will be negative and negative. The signs gets cancelled. You can cancel them here also, or you can cancel them while dividing also. Okay, so 7 5 times is 35. So we got the value of y. How to find the value of x? You can substitute this value of y here or in any one of the equations, here or here. In any one of these three you can substitute. You can substitute here also. Okay, now putting the y value in equation number 1. So let's see how we'll get the value of x by putting the y value in equation number 1. In place of y I am writing 5. In equation number 1, 2x plus 3y is equals to 11. So 2x plus 3 into 5 is 15, and 11 minus 15, 15 goes to the right, 11 minus 15 minus 4, x is equal to minus 2. So finally we have got x is equals to minus 2, and we have got y is equals to 5. Okay, these two values I'll put in this equation. Y is equal to mx plus 3. Okay, can you see this? He's asking you to find the value of m. So we'll put this value of x and y in. Y is equal to mx plus 3. So let's see what happens. So if I put the value of x and y in place of x and y, I'll write minus 2 and 5. X I'll write minus 2 and y place I'll write 5. So I am getting this, and simplifying it further, if you simplify you'll get m is equal to minus 1. So this is the way we have to solve. Okay, now let's see the next question, third question, first bit. So here he's saying the difference between two numbers is 26 and one number is 3 times the other. So there are two numbers whose difference between them is 26. So I'll take, let the larger number be x and smaller number be y. We should take two numbers as x and y. As x is larger, difference between them is 26 given to us. So I'll write x minus y is equal to 26. This is our equation number 1. And one number is 3 times the other. So x is equal to 3y. Okay, the larger number is 3 times the smaller. So x is equal to 3y. We have to find what are those two numbers. So we have got two equations here, equation 1 and equation 2. We'll solve these two equations by substitution method again. So already this is x in terms of y, you can see in equation number 2. So you can directly put this x value in equation number 1. Okay, so I'll put equation 2 x value in equation number 1. So I'll get what is our equation 1, x minus y equals to 26. So I'll put in place of x, I'll write 3y. What I'll write? 3y. You can see here 3y minus y equals to 26. So y equals to 26. So y is equal to 13. So we have got the y value. Now we can substitute this y value in any of the equations. So I'll put this in equation 2 here. What happens if I put y value in equation 2? I'll get x value. X is equal to 3y. X is equal to 3 into 13, that is 39. Okay, so x is 39 and y is 13. These are the two numbers, and you can clearly see the difference between those two numbers. 39 minus 13, if you do, you get 26. Yes, and one number is 3 times 13. 39 is 3 times of 13. Okay, so like this we can solve innumerable questions. By framing the equations we can find their solutions. Now let's have a look at the next. The larger of two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller by 18 degrees. You know what are supplementary angles? If the sum of two angles is 180 degrees, we call them supplementary. So there are two angles which are supplementary. Larger exceeds the smaller by 18 degrees. What do you mean by this? Exceeds? Exceeds means it's more. Okay, like I gave you an example before also. Again I'm telling you, suppose if there are two brothers A and B. A is 14 years and B is 7 years. So A exceeds B by how many years? 14 minus 7, 7 years. So I can say A exceeds B by 7 years. Exceeds means this. Means when you subtract them, you get the difference. Okay. Okay, now the larger of two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller angle by 18 degrees. So I'll let the larger angle be x and smaller angle be y. Now it is given that they exceeds by 18. Larger exceeds the smaller by 18. So x minus y, I am using this concept. X minus y is equals to 18. Now sum of the angles will be equal to 180 because they are supplementary angles. Yes, sum of the supplementary angles is 180. So we have got two equations. We can solve them by substitution method because we are doing the exercise related to substitution method. In the exam, if this question is asked, then you can use any method. Okay, it's not compulsory you should use substitution method only. Because we are doing exercise of substitution method, we are solving it by this. There in the exam you can solve it by elimination method also. Okay, it will be very easy to solve by elimination method. So we should solve these two equations again by substitution method. So here we are substituting. We are taking equation number 1. From equation number 1 I am taking the value of x. So I am getting x is equal to 18 plus y. This x value I'll put in equation number 2. Okay, from 1 I'll put the value in 2. So if I put the value of this x value in 2, I'm getting 18 plus y equals to 180, and finally I'll get 2y is equal to 162. Okay, so what will be y value in this? Y value will be 162 by 2, that will be 81. What will be y value? 81. Now let's continue and try to find the value of x. So y value is 81. Put this y value in any one of the equations. So I'm putting in equation number 1. In place of y, what I'll write now here? I'll write 81. So y is 81. Taking this to the right, 81 plus 18 is 99. So finally we have got x and y values, and these are the two supplementary angles. You can clearly see when you add this both, you will get 180 degrees. So this way we can find the solutions for any word problem if it is framed in a proper manner. Okay, the word problem should be framed in a proper manner. You cannot roughly frame any word problem and say get the answer for this, because if the word problem is not framed properly, you will not get solution of the equations, because we have that case also, no solution. Okay, so all the word problems will have unique solutions. That's the reason we are able to find solution for them, isn't it? Now your work is, you should try question number 3, that is third bit. Hope you know how to frame equations for this question. So the coach of a cricket team buys 7 bats, 6 balls for 3,800. So you should take the cost of a bat as x. Yeah, take the cost of a bat as x and cost of a ball as y. Then you should frame the equations. It becomes 7x plus 6y equals 3,800, and 3 bats, 5 balls, so 3x plus 5y equals 1750. Like this you have to frame equations and solve it. So this one you have to try on your own. Thank you everyone.